Welcome to Fantasy Football for Beginners Understanding Player Statistics. Congratulations on taking your first step into the exciting world of fantasy football. As you embark on this journey, one of the most crucial skills you need to develop is the ability to understand player statistics. These stats are the backbone of your fantasy team, providing insights that can help you make informed decisions throughout the season. In fantasy football, statistics serve as a roadmap, guiding you in selecting players who can maximize your team's performance. Whether it's rushing yards, touchdowns, receptions, or fantasy points per game, understanding these metrics will empower you to analyze player performance effectively. This knowledge not only enhances your ability to draft the best players but also aids in making strategic moves during the season, like trades and lineup adjustments. In this lesson, you'll gain essential knowledge of the fantasy football scoring system, where real NFL players earn points for performances like touchdowns, interceptions, field goals, and many other points per reception, PPR. You'll also learn how to access key NFL players' performance statistics vital for building a competitive fantasy team and boosting your chances of winning your league. Fantasy football typically involves drafting real NFL players to form a team that competes against other fantasy teams based on the statistical performance of those players in actual games. Common positions include quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, kicker, and team defense and special teams. In fantasy football, understanding the scoring systems is crucial for making informed decisions about player statistics. Each league may have its own specific rules, but there are general principles that apply across most formats. The most common scoring system used in fantasy football is the point per reception (PPR) format, where players earn points not only for yards gained and touchdowns scored but also for each reception made. This encourages the selection of players who might catch a lot of passes, even if they don't score many touchdowns. Here are some common categories and their corresponding points. Passing yards, 1 point for every 25 yards. Touchdowns, passing, 4 points. Interceptions thrown, -2 points. Rushing yards, 1 point for every 10 yards. Touchdowns, rushing, 6 points. Receiving yards, 1 point for every 10 yards. Touchdowns, receiving, 6 points. Receptions, in PPR leagues, 1 point per reception. Field goals, 3 points, additional points for longer kicks. Defensive points, varies based on turnovers and touchdowns. Touchdowns are often the most celebrated statistic in football, as they represent the ultimate achievement in scoring. In fantasy football, a touchdown can substantially boost a player's points total, usually earning a player 6 points for each touchdown scored. Understanding which players are likely to score touchdowns can greatly enhance your fantasy roster, especially during critical matchups. You can visit NFL Player Statistics page at NFL.com. The page includes stats for a variety of categories, including passing, rushing, receiving, fumbles, tackles, interceptions, field goals, kickoffs, kickoff returns, punting, and punt returns. The NFL uses a tracking system in every venue to collect stats. To access NFL players' performance statistics, go to www.nfl.com/stats/player-stats, www.nfl.com/stats/player-stats. As we finish this lesson on fantasy football for beginners, it's crucial to remember the importance of understanding player statistics. This knowledge is key to making informed draft decisions that can set you up for a successful season. By analyzing player performance data, you empower yourself to select the best players for your team, enhancing your chances of winning. Best of luck with your drafts, and may your fantasy football journey be filled with excitement and victory. And remember to subscribe, like, follow and share to gain access to upcoming lessons.